Hey everyone, let's make a super cute wreath with our welcome summer sign. Let's do it. I am recording this from above our head, so you'll be able to see that also. This is a kit. It's available in our shop. It is linked down below, and we're going to get started. We are working with the cutest welcome summer with all the colors, a little watercolor background. Completely love it. And with the popsicles, I love. I paired the popsicles with some flip-flop and sunglasses ribbon. So there's that. It's really cute. And this is a kit. Okay, so don't forget, this is a kit available in our shop. I am recording above head. What I'm going to do to start is your kit comes with the zip tie mounts, okay? Because I can't assume that you have a staple gun. There you are. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Barbara. I can't assume that you have a staple gun. So it comes with the zip tie mounts, all right? I personally don't prefer to use them, but I can't assume that you have a staple gun. So if you have a staple gun, I want you to do it like I am going to do it. If you don't have a staple gun, I want you to do it the way I'm going to tell you to do it, okay? These peel off from the back, and they're sticky. Okay, add some super glue. So you'll put it on the back, add some super glue, put it on, and then I would even take once you have it stuck on there, I would take my hot glue gun and like caulk it on, like put glue all around it to help keep it on so that it doesn't fall off or come apart. Okay, do that. Please do that. I am, instead of doing that, so you would put this down and just caulk all along it, and then your pipe cleaner goes in between like this, okay, and then up, and that's how you attach it to the... Hey everyone, you come on quick. What are you guys doing? It's Saturday afternoon. What are y'all doing? I am going to take the back of my ribbon spool, an empty ribbon spool, and I'm going to cut some pieces because my staples are 1/4 of an inch and my sign isn't quite 1/4 of an inch. All right, so I got to kind of beef it up a little bit on the back so that the staples don't go through. All right, that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to take 2 of my pipe cleaners. So your kit comes with the pipe cleaners. It comes with all the things you need except for our staple gun that we're using. Oh no, Kelly, I hope you get better soon. So the kit comes with the sign, all your pipe cleaners, the frame, the mesh, which I already have pre-cut. We're going to set that aside for just a minute. The mesh that I have already pre-cut. I did use a rotary cutter to cut our mesh, 20 inches long. So typically our kits, the mesh is 20 inches long. And then, so this is what I had left after I cut everything. And it came with the pipe cleaner. So we're going to add our pipe cleaners to the frame exactly where the frame tells us to. So wherever there is a hole and a notch, that's where you're going to add your pipe cleaners. Oh, how fun. A graduation party sounds fun. It's cold here. Like it was 81 degrees 2 days ago, and it is cold here now. Cold. I sat at the field today with, I didn't have a coat on, but I did have my hoodie and 2 fleece blankets. I know, Pam, the mesh is so pretty. I love the colors in the mesh. The only thing is that even though this mesh is really pretty, the way we're going to make it, you're not going to really see all the mesh. But if you buy this kit, you are obviously welcome to do, make it however you want. But we're going to make it pancake style. Okie dokie. So we're using our patent pending. You know what? I got to check to see if we're still pending or not. I don't even know if that's, I don't even know. Gotta check on that. Patent pending frame based on the pancake recipe, which we are going to make right now. I've enjoyed watching both of the kids play soccer and baseball for Grayson, but they are both teams are undefeated. So I'm super excited there. Oops, that was pokey. Okay, so we have our mesh already pre-cut. The one thing is if you buy this as a kit and if you've never worked with mesh before, a couple things. One, the mesh frays. You're going to cut it. It's a woven material. When you cut it, it frays. End of story. It frays. Okay, so we're going to put it in so that we kind of camouflage it so that it doesn't, you know, isn't fraying all over and everybody knows that it's fraying. We're going to put it in that such a way. If you've never used mesh before, what's left on your roll, so after you cut 6 pieces at 20 inches, what's left on your roll, cut a piece and practice with that, right? Don't practice with your mesh that you're going to use in your wreath. Cut an extra piece and practice with that. So again, I used a rotary cutter on my self-healing mat. If you don't have one of those, it's okay. You can cut with your scissors. Make sure you're trying to cut as straight as possible so that you can kind of minimize the fraying. Hey, Anita, how are you? Okay, so we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. I need my scissors and my wire cutter. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This mesh is very easy to tell where the center is because we have that pink line right up the center. Hey, Sharon. So I'm just gonna ruffle, 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 ruffle. Hey, Robin from Minnesota. North Carolina, can you buy just the large frame? No, it is only sold in the bundle. In the kit, only the large frame comes in your kit. So I'm going to ruffle right up the center. Here's the deal. We could sell just the large frame, but it would be the same price because it would take up the same amount of wood, right? So that's why we just offer the inside with it as well as the bundle. And if you're looking for just the frame, you can go to learnfrommelissa.com and there's a link there that's directly to the actual frame. Hey, Charlotte. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there just like this. I'm going to overlap the sides. Okay, overlap the sides and then kind of tuck those in just like that. Okay. Again, this is a kit. It is available inside our shop. Hey, Kim. If you're buying 2 kits at a time, you will, or more, you will save on shipping. Our system, since I'm in Etsy, it'll charge you for the next kit for shipping. And then when we process it, we'll refund that shipping. So just keeping that in mind. Hey, Crystal. So in crisscross, overlap. Again, we're hiding that cut edge. One of the times I sold a kit to somebody bought a kit. I don't think they've ever made a wreath before. They have never used mesh before. And they were like, well, it was all great, but the mesh was fraying. It was really good mesh too. And she's like, oh, you know, everything was good except for the mesh. And I thought, okay, it does fray. You know, this is how it goes. So we want to make sure that we understand that, but it's our job to kind of camouflage it, right? So that's why I'm going to tell you, if you've never used mesh before and you buy the kit, practice with the extra first, right? Oh, you went to baseball today? We do not have baseball today. But we do have baseball. Charlotte just got 3 frames. Awesome. Does it make a difference to fold left over right, vice versa? Fold? No, I just do it, honestly, whichever way it kind of lands. Whatever way after I have it folded. So like right now, the left is more over the right. I guess maybe I do always put the right over the left, but that's because I'm right-handed. If you were left-handed, it could go, like, I could do this either way. Here, I'll put the left over that time. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to always make sure I'm also tucking that in so that the inside pipe cleaners, because we're not using those yet, so that the inside pipe cleaners stay clear for me to get to use when we need them, when we're ready. I cut with a wood burner except for the faux jute. It helps with the fraying. Michelle, you can. That is your prerogative. In my opinion, it's not worth the time to cut it, especially in this design. It's not worth the time. If I'm putting the mesh in this way, then you won't, you won't. And I'm adding the ribbons, and I'm adding the bow, and I'm adding the sign. It won't make a difference, right? In the overall appearance altogether, just taking more time. Okay. Yeah, I guess I always do put the right over left, but that is just because I'm right-handed. So I like the way that motion kind of goes. All right, so we have our first layer in. Get our sign out of the way. It's getting in my way. And I'm adding, I know you can't see this whole thing, but if you bought the kit, we are recording above our head, so you'll be able to see that. A couple things I'm going to take right now and say, in the listing of all of our kits, it will specifically say, it'll tell you what the ribbon is, it'll describe it to you, and it'll say, ribbon tails for the bow. It'll tell you what ribbons are for what, okay? So, you know that also because when you get the ribbons, they are kind of folded just like this. And I know that the ribbon for the bow will give me, it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, just a couple of layers. And the ones that are for the ribbon tails, I'll have 12. So I'll be able to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I know those are for the ribbon tails, right? And so I already pre-cut our ribbons also. So when you get this, decipher which ones are for your ribbon tails and which ones are for the bow. Don't cut the bow ribbons. Okay, don't mess up. Don't cut the bow ribbons. Always reference back to the listing if you need. I'm sorry, Miss Miller. What was your question? And so just grab it like this, the whole thing. Take your scissors, like if this was for the ribbon tails, and just cut like that. And then the other side, cut like this. You can, by all means, you can measure out 14 inches because we want them 14 inches. So you could, uncoil them or measure out 14. It's just the easiest and quickest way to cut them all at once, okay? All right, so I took my favorite and put it on the top. I took the cutesy little cute ribbon and put it on the top. Again, I cut them 14 inches and I made sure that I cut the dovetail on the end. So I folded it in. I took my scissors, cut on the fold up towards the top. Okay, I'll wait for your question so that I don't. You said uffy? I'm not sure what uffy means. Oofy? I don't know what that means. Okay, so take my favorite, put it on the top. I'm just going to line them up as best as I can. They do not have to be perfect. Do not have to be perfect. So find the center, unfold, and I'm going to scrunch up the center just like I did the mesh. Scrunch up the center, and then put it right down in there. Take the pipe cleaner, crisscross nice and tight, and twist so that it stays and it doesn't move or shift. Okay? We're not going to leave it like that, but for now we're going to keep going around and put all of our ribbon in first, and then we'll come back and cut everything. I still don't know what that means. E-U-L-Y. Does anybody know what that means? I don't know what that means. Okay, twist, 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 twist. I'm so sorry that I don't know what that means. Out like this. So I'm just making sure that all of the ribbon tails that go in, nothing is facing in towards the wreath. I do want to make sure of that because the sign's going to go in the middle, the bow's going to go in the middle, it's going to hide all that stuff. Does he mean Etsy? I don't know. You know Etsy? Oh, okay. Thanks, Deanne. Thanks, Deanne. Okay, I'm just going to put them in here. Crisscross. Twist, 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 twist. Hey, Beth. How are you, dear? I love this kit. It turned out super duper cute. Absolutely love the paired sunglasses and flip-flops with the popsicles. So cute. So cute. Hey, Carol Ward. How are you? Hold on just a second, you guys. Let me just look at something else. Just 1 second. Let me just look at something 1 second. I think I blocked him. I think. I didn't want to announce that. I just wanted to... I think I blocked him. But if not, I just took this down so I can. Thank you, Beth. I know, Vicky. I'm sorry. I'm taking the time out just to make sure. I'm glad you pointed that out, Deanna, because I was like, and then when at first they said, oh, it's Miss Miller, and I was like, oh, maybe it's somebody from Grayson's baseball team or something. I don't know. And then I was like, do I be rude? I don't know. All right. So now I'm going to take these extra pieces off. I don't need them. There we go. And I will then take this, I'm going to push it down. Hey, Beth, I'm going to push that down so I can get this little part out of the way. Make sure, if you're new, if you're doing wreaths, if you've been making them for a while, make sure you pull them up and down and pull them side to side. Okay? That will separate your ribbons. It'll separate your ribbons and make them kind of independent so they'll stay by themselves. Oh yeah, it is annoying, but thank you very much for telling me. It's been a long time since I had one of those. It's been a long time. I am really loved, Joyce. Hey, we have a brand new kit available. I don't know how many are left, but when we started our live, there was some left. I'm just going to pull those, spread them apart, push them down. I am holding steady at 79 stinking pounds for like 3 weeks now. Ah. It's fine. Oh, I gotta tell you though, also, I gotta tell you. Okay. My friend Sandy, who I went to school with, if you've been to Halloween or any of our events, she's the one that takes our pictures. And then at Halloween, she had the boutique. Okay. So some of you know her, yes? So she owns a clothing boutique. On top of being a literal award-winning photographer, her and her husband, they also have a clothing boutique. Okay. So she sells these jeans. You guys know Judy Blues? Have you heard of Judy Blue? Thank you, Beth. Anyways, so she sells these jeans. Okay, so I'm looking for things. I'm starting to look for things for Wreath Makers Live, what to wear, all that stuff, right? I'm getting ready. And so one night I was just scrolling through and I saw this pair of jeans and they were the perfect, you can attest to this, right? Oh, Gina you order from her all the time. I love her. Love her. I'll post her. Actually, if you go to my learnfrommelissa.com, there is a link there that says Melissa's favorite clothing store or whatever. Okay. So I saw this pair of capris. We all know how like a great pair of jean capris is like perfect, right? I saw them and I was drooling. Well, they didn't have them. She didn't have them in the size that I thought. Okay, this is just time out right now. Sorry. She didn't have them in the size that I thought I needed. Okay. So I was like, okay, now if you're joining brand new and you don't know me, I started my weight loss journey in July, late July last year. I weighed 312 pounds. I'm not proud of it, but it is. That's what it is. And so I started my weight loss journey, and I also had weight loss surgery in November. And at the day I had surgery, I was down from 312. I was down to 285. I'm down to 230, stinkin' 3. Will not move, by the way. Will not move. Anyway, so I bought a size 16. Even she texts me. She's like, I didn't know you were in a size 16. Congratulations. I was like, I'm not. I just bought them because I loved how they looked and I didn't want to miss out, and I'll get into them. And so I bought a couple dresses too. The dresses came in, one too small, one fits perfect, one a little tight, but totally good. And the jeans were there, and there was a note that said jeans just ship separate. I'm like, okay. So jeans came, and they came in the mail yesterday. So I was like, I'm just going to fold them up and put them away until I think we're down. Because I literally have not one pair of jeans in my closet. Not one. When I took out all my 26, 24s, okay, I didn't even go to storage and put any more in there. I'm like, I'm going to live on black leggings and black capris until I absolutely have to wear something else. So the jeans came in, and I wasn't even going to wash them. I was just going to fold them up and put them in the drawer or whatever. And I was like, let me just try them on. And the waist looked this small. And I'm like, there's no way. But I was like, the legs, I think I can get the legs, because they were like, wide or whatever. And so I put those stinkers on, zipped it up, and buttoned it. I couldn't believe it. Now, they're Judy Blues, okay? Super stretchy, way super, super comfortable. So I know I'm not in a true 16. I know. But holy moly, I could not believe. And I was like, I took a picture, so you could see the tag that says size 16, and you could see it buttoned up, and you can see it zipped up. And I texted to Heather. You guys know my friend Heather. I texted to Heather and that group of friends. I texted to Sandy, and I was like, oh my God. And so anyway, I was really excited about that. So they are so stretchy. They are so stretchy. But just for the simple fact that they are 16, I was like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. But I totally love it. I love her. I love her style. I love all the stuff. And I got a really cute pink and white. I told Erin, I got this really cute pink and white dress. And I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of feel like a circus tent. If it was red and white, I would feel like a circus tent. But it's really comfy and like it's flowy. And I think I'm going to wear this Wreath Makers Live just because I feel comfortable in it. Anyways, okay, back to it. That's my non-scale victory for this week that I was super, super excited. Thank you, Carol. I'm excited to be speaking again. Michelle says I've lost 110 pounds since moving. Oh, I'm not even going to know who you are. Are you going this year? I'm not even going to know who you are. Did I text Damon? No, I didn't text that group. I did text Tammy. Anyway, okay, I'm going to ruffle right up the center and start my second layer. The boys are in that group, so, you know, I don't know. Thank you, Joyce. Anyway, so I'm going to go right on top. I'm going to go right on top. Crisscross, twist, twist. And then, so I know this is boring for those of you who have, either you've made this wreath before, or even if you purchase this kit, it's the same thing on the outside that it is on the inside. It's the same thing. So I'm going to add the same piece of mesh. It's still cut 20 inches. I have a ticket, but I don't think I can go. What? No! Why? Michelle? Why? No! I don't really think that's the case, but Tammy, I love Tammy. Tammy responded, she swore. She swore. She was like, oh, Michelle, you already bought your ticket. That's half. That's more than half. Listen, I understand that though, so I'm not even going to push you, but I'm going to be sad that I won't see you. Thank you, Anne. Hey, sweet Anne. How are you, dear? Thanks, Stephanie. I can't even say it's been hard, because really, I don't know what happened when after Halloween last year, my brain, and it started as I was like painting my classroom, and in the classroom when it was like 85 degrees in there. I'm not joking. I'm not even stretching the imagination. 85 degrees inside the classroom, and I was inside painting with fans. Like I'm sitting on the floor, like scooting to, I was like, I can't, I'm done. I'm done. Like, this is over. So my brain started, you know, making the mind shift then, like, this is happening. I know how to do this. I used to own a gym, for the love of God. And, you know, I used to train people, like, all nutrition, and I know. So I'm like, Melissa, you know how to do this. You just have to do it. It's not even going to be any different. Just do it. And so my brain made the decision before I physically made the decision. And so honestly, I think it was not easy, because of course, right after surgery, it was a little tough. The week before, week and a half, 2 weeks, the 2 weeks before surgery was tough, right? When you're on liquid diet and that was tough. But everything else has been easy. I'm just making sure I'm prepared. Hey, Aunt Judy. Aunt Judy, did you have your leg surgery, your knee surgery yet? When I couldn't breathe to do the things I said, yeah. I mentally made the decision before I physically did. And so I think for that, it's been, you know, I'm not saying it's easy. I have to make choices every single solitary day, right? After having the surgery, which I thought was going to be very different, by the way. I thought, oh, after surgery, like, I won't be hungry all the time. Now I'm hungry all the time. I'm hungry all the time. Like, I have to make good choices many times throughout the day. Not just like 3 times a day. I gotta make many good choices a lot. So, but it's okay. It's all right. Damon did. So Damon was making the, for the workshop, which I hope y'all are joining us. Damon was making the graphics and stuff for the workshop. And he was like, he's like, Mel, I need a skinny picture of you. I know, Christina, I know. I drink 60 ounces for sure every day. Like that's part of me. I know I need to drink more though. My doctor had on my file. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what type of, I didn't see that one. Yes. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you're joining the workshop or joined the workshop. Beth said, I'm only 1 month in and already feel so much better. I'm telling you, like, it was a very, for me, in my life, in my everything, it was a very good decision that I wish I would have made a lot sooner. Oh my gosh, Carol's lost 110. Did I read that? 110. Wow. Well, hopefully I'm on my way. I'm chasing you. I'm chasing you. I have still a lot to go, but I am, my brain, so at first, I don't know, I think I was in like 250s, and my brain was not like, my brain, I felt and I felt like I looked the same. It took a long time for my brain to be like, no, you've lost a lot. And so I've now adjusted, but now I feel like once I felt the huge jump from 312 to 250-ish, now I still feel like I'm at 250. So now I still feel like I'm kind of staying the same there, but I know the scale tells me, scale's not lying, right? Although sometimes I want to strangle it. All right. Okay. One last piece of that I want to point out here for those of you who are brand new or who have purchased this kit, who are new, who haven't seen me do this before. I'm going to make sure that I push that little stem that's left down, but I'm also going to kind of push it in a little bit so that I can separate these 2 layers just a little bit more than just, you know, before it isn't pushed in. And so that's just going to help me separate and see the outer layer just a little bit more. Okay. Hey, Lisa, how is everybody? I'm going on in the middle of the day on Saturday more often. Okay, and so I'm going to just fluff those out, the same thing. Also, just notice that I'm keeping a pattern. So it's daisy, flip-flop, daisy, flip-flop, daisy, flip-flop, all the way around. I'm keeping that pattern so that your eye doesn't like stop on anything in particular. It doesn't feel like chunky together. And, you know, it just flows easy. Yesterday when I was wearing those jeans, I was like, no one can tell me anything today. Like, today is a good day. Oh, I eat my protein like, that's all I eat really, which is bad because, you know, when you only eat protein and you're not eating enough fiber, what happens, right? So I'm kind of battling that part, but I'm drinking all my water and that's not helping. So it's fine. It's fine. I have a hard time getting my protein. I do not have a hard time getting protein. I do not have a hard time getting protein in. I have a hard time getting any fat in, and I have a hard time getting fiber in because I eat a lot of protein. It's okay. And I've lost a tremendous amount of hair. That's been fun. I took all my extensions out, cut my hair real short. I love the cut, but there is not very much hair there. Very little. Heather started taking a new round of supplements or something for her hair. The problem is, you know, I did myself a disservice also. You know, after you have the surgery, you're not getting, the nutrients isn't staying in. And because I hate, and I mean hate, taking medicine so much, I hate it, I was not taking the vitamins that I should have. Yeah, I exercise every day. I walk, I stretch, I walk, do light weights. I'm on you from surgery. Lost around 85 pounds. Keeping awesome. I have a friend that happened to her. Tablespoon of peanut butter helps. The tablespoon of peanut butter does have the fat and the oil that I need, that truly I need. Okay. So here's what I gotta do. So I started taking my vitamins about a month ago, a little over a month ago. So I'm taking those. I got to increase my water from 60 to more, right? There's one other thing. I need more fiber. Oh, I got to start tracking again. I was doing such a good, look at how cute. I was doing such a good job tracking, and then I stopped. Okay. Before we get to the bow, don't forget, this is a kit. It's a kit available in our shop. It's a summer kit. Also, not that I'm trying to push you to buy more than one, but if you do buy more than one, why did you quit wearing extensions? Because I was losing a lot of hair, and the extensions were becoming loose because I was losing so much. And so I had to take them out for surgery. And then remember, I was on the news and I was like, oh, I got to have them back in. So I put them back in right away. And then when I started losing hair, I just had them taken out and cut my hair all together. How long was I off work? Well, Helene, I had a different situation. One of this is, I'm sorry, taking a time out here for a second. One of the incisions, I won't be graphic, but one of the incisions, where they had a little bit more work that they were doing, the nerves there ended up after surgery being horrible. So I had to wear the binder. I had to, like, even if I didn't have the binder on, I was like actually holding my stomach like up and to me so that it wouldn't, like, so that it hurt less. And so if it weren't for that, like Heather didn't have that, like so many people did not have that. And so if I didn't have that, I would have literally been able to go back in a couple of days. Pumpkin seed oil for your hair. Ooh, Carol. Okay, will you text that to me so I don't forget, Carol? It's 810-498-2310. Text it to me so I don't forget. But I mean, everyone is different. I have to always say that everyone is different. But without that specific thing, I could have totally went back in less than a week. I really think I could have. But that thing, man, that was not fun. I was like, did I just trade one bad thing for another bad thing? Like, what did I do? And the doctor's like, don't worry, it will subside, it'll go away. Don't worry. And I was in like that's not gonna happen. This is gonna stay forever. Anyways, okay. So for those of you who got the kit, sorry for the side talk. But I am live on Facebook over here, and I'm recording above head for the tutorial. So I hope if you're watching the replay on YouTube, I hope you're getting to know me very good. Okay, so let's make the bow. Okay, let's make our bow. And we're gonna start doing the same bow over and over and over again. So we have the tail at the bottom. It's gonna start with a 7-inch tail. Okay, and then a 6-inch loop. And of course, you know me, I had to be able to find plaid to get plaid in here. This was the perfect plaid for this. Pinch, and I'm gonna pull that apart. Twist, loop. I'm going to do that to every single layer. Pinch, twist, and loop. Pinch, and twist. Now, if you start off with a 7-inch tail and do a 6-inch loop, if you purchase the kit, you're going to have a little bit left over, and I just leave that a little bit of wiggle room for you. And then because I have carpal tunnel, can't hold the layers all together in my hand. So I'm going to put it down in the Easy Bow Maker. I'm going to trim that off and cut. I guess I just could have cut it. Okay. Now, every time we put in a layer, we're going to do the opposite. So I have 2 loops over here. My next layer, the 2 loops is going to be over here. So I'm going to spread this out so that you can kind of see as we go along how we're going to fluff the bow. Okay. Is that good? What'd I miss up here? Rosemary and the castor oil. Patricia, message that to me. All you who are giving me tips, send me text messages so I can have it all in one spot. Okay. All right. So then from here I'm going to go with the blue, the daisy. All right. You can do the same, or you can alter it however you want. I'm going to go about almost 7 inches, so a little bit teeny tiny smaller. And I'm going to go almost 6 inches, teeny tiny smaller, and then pinch. So we're going to do the same thing every layer. Pinch, pull it apart, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Pinch, twist, tail. So this is getting longer. I started with the same amount of ribbon. This is getting longer because everything is here is getting a little bit shorter than this layer. Okay. So my 2 loops are over here. My next 2 loops are going to go on this side. So I'm going to switch sides and just set that down in there. And then put my blue layer in between my last layer. Okay. Put my blue layer in between my last layer. And then cut off the rest. Okay, I know what I was going to say. If you purchased our kits, or if you are purchasing our kits, just keep in mind, if you're buying more than one, so if you're buying 2 or more, the system will charge you shipping for every kit. But when we package it together and ship it to you, then we refund the excess shipping. So whatever was beyond the actual cost of what your box was, we refund it. Awesome, Michelle. Thank you, dear. Okay. I love the stripe. I love the stripe. I love the stripe. So I'm going to go in here with the perfect color match. Okay. A little bit smaller. Also, just so that y'all know, there's a little blemish. It was in the whole entire roll of ribbon. There's a little blemish in that. Just try to either put it where it's concealed on the underneath, or honestly, it's really tiny. Look at. But you won't see it. But I am aware of it. And it was on the whole entire roll. Okay. Just so that you know that. Michelle, I didn't know that you were down and had the... So wait, did you have the surgery? I guess I didn't... I know you said you lost, but I didn't know. Okay, so two loops. So my next layer, going to go on the other side. Slide that down. Put it in between the layers. Put it in between. Okay. Now, the last layer I kept for the flip-flops. Now, this is the same ribbon as the tails, which I know I normally say I don't like to put the same ribbon in the bow that I do in the tails. I know. Number one, this is a 1.5 inch. This is a 2.5 inch. Oh, you're doing the shots. Okay, very good. I did try the shots. My mind was not in it. I'll tell you that first. My mind was not in it. It was not in it. Number one. Number two, they made me sick. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I'm happy that's working for you. So, okay, number one, I don't like to use the same. So it's not technically the same. This is a 1.5 inch. This is a 2.5 inch. Number two, I'm putting that up on the top instead of on the bottom where it would for sure like blend in. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go with, about a 6 inch here. My first loop is little. Okay. My first loop is little. Also, did y'all see the reel that I just did? This particular ribbon that was for me was creased. Like, you know how you get that ribbon? Somewhere from the manufacturer, it like twisted like this and in the roll. And so it was like creased like that. And I thought, oh, dang it. And so I just got my straightener, my hair straightener, and just ironed that baby like it was brand new. No side effects. Ooh, that's good. Trizepatide. I heard of that one. I was taking Ozempic. Had to stop. I was so sick of me. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't. What was I taking? I was taking semaglutide. It was not good. And I was paying a whole lot of money for it. That's the other thing. I was like, I can't. More so that it would make me sick. I just couldn't function like that. Anyway, okay. Small loop for the first one. It's about a 3-inch loop. This tail is about 6 inches, about 3 inches. So it's from 3 inches from here to here. Okay. And then there's another 3 inches on the back. So I'm going to pinch that together. Pull it apart. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Loop. And then because I added that extra loop, I ended up with a tail on each side. Doesn't matter because I already know I'm just looking for the 2 loops. The 2 loops were over here. So I'm going to put the 2 loops over here. The 2 same size loops. Okay. Slip that down in there. I'm going to put one tail over to the side. So I'm still going in between. So we have flip-flop stripe, flip-flop stripe, flip-flop stripe. Still doing that. Nothing has changed with that. Okay. Darling. Right? Right. I'm down 50. Awesome, Lisa. Best part is my labs. Oh, I have my, that's awesome. That's so great. Nancy's down 53 from Zep Pound. Notice how, look at you guys go. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any gentlemen out there that aren't speaking up and are losing, that's fantastic. I couldn't do them, the shots. I wish I could have, but I couldn't. First time watching you. I like how you make your bows. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa, this is the first time watching. I'm so sorry that we're like, you know, I mean, this is social media, so we're being social, but so sorry it's, you know, not all teaching. That's okay. You didn't yell at me just now, so that's a good sign. Okay, all right, so we have a perfect little bow. And then once we get it actually in there, we will fluff it even more, but perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I could not tolerate them. Couldn't. Ooh. You know I'm going to keep those. Because. All right. So, this is now the hard part. We've reached the hard part. Okay? The hard part is putting these pipe cleaners through those layers of mesh is going to make me want to twitch. Through those layers of mesh to grab the frame to attach both the bow and the sign. Okay, so I'm going to set our bow aside for just a second, and we're going to add our sign. So I know that I need my sign to cover 1, 2, 3, 4 pipe cleaners. That's my sign's job. Cover 4 pipe cleaners. If you want to ask me what my favorite size sign is, or my favorite sign to use on a pancake wreath, it is a 6x12 license plate style. Okay, 6x12 license plate style. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to cover those. And then I know I have 2 left that my bow will cover. Thank you very much, Helene. Thank you very much, dear. I also need new glasses, clearly. Yes, learnfrommelissa.com. That's where you can find all of our stuff. It's where you can find everything. It's where you can find the coaching group. It's where you can find all of our other classes that we have offered. It's where you can find our phone number. It's where you can find our email address. Learnfrommelissa.com. That went by pretty easy. The mesh heard me talking about it. I'm going to turn it over in just a second so you can see what I'm talking about. So I brought that pipe cleaner, one through here, and I fished the other one right through. So I have one on both sides so I can attach it. And then I'm going to twist, 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 and take our excess and push it right underneath there so we can hide it. All right, so the back stays nice and clean, no pokey spots. I'm going to twist that back over, go to the other side. Pray to the mesh gods that you give me the same amount of no frustration when this one's. I'm just going to go right through. I'm not moving mesh out of the way. Putting the pipe cleaner right through the mesh helps keep everything in place. Okay. You love creative coaching too. Thank you. We are getting ready for our next workshop, which I'm super excited about. I know it's the first week of June. I know we're in the middle. We're just approaching summer. We're just grasping summer, at least here in Michigan. We are like just there. But our workshop is all about fall and Halloween. So I hope you are joining us over there. You can go to, if you're looking for the workshop, I don't think that made it to my learnfrommelissa.com just yet. I was having troubles adding things to it the other day. But if you're looking for the link to that, it's Master Your Making. We have all of the coaches. Everybody has a recording already in the workshop, and everybody will be live. So that's exciting. Exciting. My kids are a little bit worried about my supply stash. Hey, tell them it's fine. Yes, you do need to start using everything you buy, though. I've been working a lot behind the scenes. Okay, can I ask you guys a question? You gotta be honest, though. You gotta be honest. Yes, masteryourmaking.com/Melissa. Thank you, Joyce. Carol, don't forget the /Melissa. I can ask you a question. If I went live at any given time of the day, if I went live and my table was like, not like this, my table was like full in the middle of me, like creating to the max. My brain was all over the place. I was doing like 15 projects at a time and literally had this much space on my table to work. Would you still watch me? Because that's what keeps me from going live like a lot. I'll be just like working on some little thing And I'll be like, oh, I should really go live. And then I'm like, I'm not cleaning my whole table to go live. Like, that is going to set me back in my creative journey here. And I can't do that. Would you be like twitching if I did that? Thank you, Carol. Thank you, dear. Masteryourmaking.com. It's coming up. It's the first week of June. It's virtual, so you don't have to be there in person. And, you know, you can watch from the comfort of your own home. Everything is recorded. So even if you can't watch on the days of, let me just shift this. Sorry, my hat just got in the way of the above head. Sorry that. Everything will be recorded so you can see it anytime. This turned out absolutely darling. The only thing I do at the end is I go through and fix every single thing. You guys would? Would you be laughing at, you would be laughing at me. You would be cracking up. Sometimes I literally have this much space and it's piled. And I'm just working on this much space, and I like think I can totally do that. Okay, you would? All right, well, I'm going to put you guys to the test. I'm going to be like, don't mind me. And then, because I'm in the middle of a creative process, and I always feel like, well, I don't have everything on my table that I need, so I'm walking away, I'm coming back. That's why I don't go live. I'm like, they will be so angry if I'm like not ready, like, to do everything. So that's why I don't go live. Because I'm like walking off camera, walking away. Anyways. So we have this as a kit. Let me just recap all of our things. We have this available as a kit. So everything we just put in this wreath is available as a kit. That's in our shop. We have the creative coaching workshop coming up, which I'm super excited. Jackie says, I don't care what your table looks like. Thank you, dear. You guys would all still watch. And Robin said it would be encouraging to me. Okay. So we have the creative coaching workshop coming up, which I'm super excited. All the coaches get together. We create and do all the things. And not only are we creating live, but also there are those recorded tutorials in there, which, if you've heard me before, I've already said this. My subject, we each have a subject, right? We each have a thing. And so my subject was bows, which, okay, bows, right? I feel like I'm always making bows, but this, I'm telling you, this is the only of all the tutorials I've made in the last, I don't know, since when did I start going live? 2017, 2018, whatever. Of all the tutorials, this is the only one I went back personally, and you guys know I hate the sound of my voice, so it took a lot to listen to my own video because I had so many great ideas that like I really wanted to do. And so even if you're like, that's Bose, I see her do that, blah, blah, the ideas that are in there are really, really good. So listen, even if you're working and just listen to those videos, I encourage you to do that. So we have that coming. Oh no, that's not a bug. I thought it was a bug. It's not a bug. So we have that coming up, which is the masteryourmaking.com/Melissa, Melissa. You guys are all encouraging me to turn on the dang camera, even when my table's a mess. All right. So we have masteryourmaking.com /Melissa for the creative coaching workshop. We also have we have this kit available, and we also have the very exclusive, okay, I'm taking 8 people. We have 6 seats left for a retreat in August. It is lots of one-on-one time. We start on Friday evening, and we have a whole session Friday evening, which was originally designed to be like the meet and greet, but it turned into, I think we met at 7, and I don't think we left there till 12:30. We just talked and got to know each other and asked questions and talked and just talked about life. We talked about business. We just talked. And then Saturday we met at 9, and I don't think we left my classroom until 1:30 in the morning. We went out to dinner, we made a garland, we made a swag, we made a lantern swag. They were such troopers. They were so great. Anyway, we had a great time. So if you're interested in coming to see, I am in Michigan, but the gals that came before were from, so the first retreat I had someone from Connecticut, Pennsylvania came back to the second one. In the second one we had, or I can't remember where everybody else was from in the first one. Tennessee, I don't know, we have Tennessee in the second one, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Ohio, and one gal from Michigan. So if you're interested to come and spend like literal one-on-one bonding time, I'd love to have you. It's coming up in August. We are for sure, one of the make and takes is a fall garland. So if you're interested and you want to know more, either message me or send me a text and I can send you the link to that. Phone number is 810-498-2310. Our wreath today, let me just zoom you out for those who are watching above head. Our wreath today is gorgeous, incredibly fun, super great, super thin, still a pancake style. Love, love, love. Look, I know it's backwards, but look at that. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And you can't see in the camera, but the popsicles have just like the littlest, tiniest bit of glitter. Teeniest, tiniest. And so does the flip-flop sunglasses ribbon, both the big and the small. So it just is darling. It's so cute. This will be listed over on our Etsy shop just momentarily. I think that's it. I think I covered it all. I'm going to say goodbye to our overhead people. Again, learnfrommelissa.com is where you can find everything we've talked about today. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining.